The first one is handcuff your top running backs. I mean, we've been talking about this for weeks now, but say you've got Ezekiel Elliott on your roster, okay? The Cowboys have the 6th easiest schedule for running backs during the fantasy playoffs. God forbid anything happens to Zeke, at least you have Rod Smith, who is his handcuff right now, and he would really be a plug-and-play RB2 for the rest of the playoffs if anything happens for Zeke. So be smart, handcuff your top running backs. You also want to pick up Baker Mayfield if you need a quarterback. Why? Well, he's got a great schedule, and suddenly this guy has become very fantasy relevant, but he's only owned in 38% of NFL.com leagues. He's had 4 touchdowns and scored 25.9 fantasy points against the Bengals 2 weeks ago. Guess who Mayfield plays in the fantasy championship week? Yeah, the Cincinnati Bengals. He could lead you to a title. Next up, look for Week 15 defensive streamers and do it now. Pick them up now before the rush. And 2 defenses that I like, the Seahawks, who are playing the 49ers, and then you got the Bills, who also have a great matchup against the Detroit Lions. You want to get on top of this now, pick them up now. They're both owned in very small percentages of NFL.com leagues. And finally, clean out your bench, man. Like, why is Matthew Stafford on your bench? Why do you have Case Keenum in there as a number 2 quarterback? Every player on your bench should have a reason for being there, okay? Whether it's a guy who's a handcuff for a running back or maybe somebody that's got a great matchup upcoming that you could potentially use as a starter in the rest of your fantasy playoffs. So make sure your bench doesn't have any dead wood on it, as I like to say.